Oh, hello there. Yeah, it was not put up in air right. Mess up on the time. I have a thing to do this evening during the regular time that I would be streaming, so I didn't want to not stream today. So I just pushed it forward. I just pushed it back. So we're here now. I'm not going to blather too much because I have some wonderful people that are here with me that will keep me from just prattling on. So I am joined today by the wonderful Cat Leo and the amazing, the I don't care how much she grimaces every time I say it, the better than me in every possible way, Laura Nettles.
Hi. Hi.
Because he's true.
Is blasphemies.
He's true. So, yeah.
I believe I smell smoke because your pants are on fire.
Well, maybe for other reasons, but not that one. Oh, my goodness. So, I've already had my first panic for today because I had a moment of, I haven't gotten the email yet for the thing that's supposed to be happening this evening. And I remember to sign up properly and then forgot what system I had to sign up through and couldn't find a confirmation. And then remembered, oh, wait, they used the other system this time, didn't they? And, oh, there it is. Okay, so I did sign up for it. They just are being, like we are, waiting to the last possible minute to send out any information about what's going on today. So,
of course,
it's all good. I have been working on my nonfiction project today. I actually, over the weekend, figured out how to structure it to maybe make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
Because it's very big concept that trying to put into as few words as possible, because could write hundreds of thousands, actually not could, have written in the past hundreds of thousands of words on these topics, and want to make a short, concise story thereabouts. So I got that figured out, and I have started moving forward on it. So yay. And it feels really good to be doing this in a way that whether or not I ever share it with another living soul, because it's not really in my mind right now of what happens after this gets done. It's been very cathartic isn't quite the right word, because when I think cathartic, I think purging negative emotions, but unburdening. It's been very I just feel like I'm in this prolonged sigh that is just letting all the stress and anxiety out. So regardless of what, yeah, that's really what it feels like I'm doing right now. It's just this perpetual, and somehow that's turning into words on the screen as I'm just letting all my stress and anxiety just letting it go. So that's what I'm going to be working on today. What about y'all?
Megan.
She's coming! Everybody hide. I don't know where we'd hide, but
I made some camp goals and rewards for July.
Nice.
But are they too easy? Are they too hard? I don't know. I feel like I've got to be careful right now because I'm on, I can feel the burnout in the future. And so my goals are finish revising Seeds of Doubt, which should take 3 days. Finish Release at Last, a short story. I already have the flash fiction version done. I'm just adding the beginning. Write a Drabble. Query 3 agents with this revised version. And read 4 middle grade horrors for inspiration.
It's gonna be one of those a week, right?
Yeah, I'm already halfway through Coraline, so technically it's 3.5 books. So
we won't tell anyone.
Okay.
This is just between us. It's not like this is being broadcast live on the internet, and it's not going to be archived on some site forever. I mean, it's fine.
Exactly. So I have those 8 goals for July. And it's like, my original thought was I should add 2 more short pieces on there. And it's like,
No.
I don't
No.
wanna.
Don't
So
do that.
I know this is a function of my age and the fact that I have been in the creative industry for way too much of my life. But I am just at the point of like Marie Kondoing my fiction. Like,
Yeah.
does this spark joy? If the answer is no, into the fire. Like, we're not even putting you in the box. Like, into the fire, you're gone. Like, I'm done with you. No, never again.
I don't put stuff in the fire because I want to cannibalize it and Frankenstein stuff later.
Well, I mean, yeah, the ashes are useful for other things, but
Okay.
I don't have the energy or will left in me to be doing things that aren't entertaining in some way for me. Because I feel like if I'm not enjoying it, no one else is going to enjoy it.
If the author doesn't enjoy it,
Yeah.
why would the reader?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll
And-
feel your pain.
And I'm really trying to get to this place where I don't care if the book sells 1 copy or 1 million, you know, because I really got trapped in that mindset of like, I've got to work on my bestseller. I've got to work on my breakout book, you know, because especially because of my unscheduled mental health vacation, I remember being able to release a book and have 1,000 sales in the first week. Like, I remember that. I have this sense memory of that. And so it feels like such a failure when I release a book and it doesn't do that instantaneously anymore. But, you know, there's like a 6-year hiatus in the middle of that where people forgot who I was and, you know, drifted off into other places, and that's fine. But there's no point in comparing to past me or future me. So that's the question when you're looking at your goals. Would 2 more flash fictions spark joy? Would they
There's
make you...
short stories that I've
so happy?
started that I'm stuck on. I was like, dude, I want to add the stuff I'm stuck on before I hit burnout. It's like, that'll just add
No.
fuel to the burnout fire.
That'll just make you probably burn out faster, especially since
Yeah.
you are already stuck on them.
Yeah.
And
It's-
because you will also
but-
get frustrated because you're stuck on them and you're like, but I need to write these.
Exactly. I was
Hi,
stuck
I'm
on one
Kat.
for 2
I'm Karen.
years.
I've decided that I am the anti-toxic productivity person.
Like, I finally
brand
finished
to
one I
have.
was stuck on for 2 years, and I don't these ones to be stuck for 2 years as well. Like, no. But I don't know.
Of course.
But do you guys want to hear my rewards?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so if I finish my short story, release it last, I am making peach crisp. If I read 2 books, I'm taking the frozen scones out of my freezer and making some afternoon tea. If I read 2 more books, I'm doing a Lush run and getting some bath bombs. If I do my 100-word travel, I will eat ice cream. And if I finish Revision of Seeds of Doubt and Query 3 Agents, I will have a Disney night and wear my mini ears and watch the fireworks show over the castle on my TV.
Do this.
Do it. Do it.
I've done it before, and I cried. Because it was the same show that my sister and I saw together in 2019. It's called Happily Ever After, and it's just so good.
Yeah, my goal, if I hit diamond, which who knows if I'll do that this year or not, but if I hit diamond at World Building Summer Camp this year, I'm getting myself a museum replica of a statue of Chiapelli that I absolutely adore. It is a replica of they did the 3D scan of the actual museum a statue, and they're 3D printing replicas in different sizes. So the size is going to depend on how much money I have by the end of the month to spend on it. But if I hit my goal, I'm getting that museum replica because it's completely impractical. I absolutely don't need it, but I want it so bad, and I need to just stare at it constantly. Like, just yes. So, let's say hi to the chat real quick before I forget, because I see all the messages coming in, and I need to at least say hi to people. Hello, CB. How are you doing today? Hello, Rachel. I hope you are doing well. Hello, Jules. I hope I didn't overstress you by having it be like right there on top of everything because, I was just trying to think of a time and this made sense. Um, hello, Kate. How are you doing today? Um, everything makes sense. Yeah. That's where my head is right now, is just making sense out of all of the chaos in here. Hello, Cool Gamer. How are you doing? This just cracks me up. We already said something about it earlier, but yes, that's life. Hello, Nikki. How are you doing today? Let's see, you will be putting out your new stickies on the board. That is awesome. I had to mute you periodically because that sound of you rubbing your hands on the board just was so relaxing and calming. It was like ocean waves in a white noise machine, and just wanted to sleep.
Hey, Jules, I got some content for you.
Yes, you have an ASMR video you can make. Hello, Spence. How are you
Tap your
doing?
nails on the board lightly and rub them across the stickies, the pen across the paper.
I would say, in a way,
Flutter
you
of
have
the
the
Post-its.
best camp goal, though.
Moving.
You get to move to a better place, which is literal camping, because you're packing everything up, you're schlepping it over to the place that you then have to set it back up at. Like,
And you get to be free from the toxic.
Eloquent as always.
I wanted
And yes.
to say a word that my daddy told me I'm not allowed to say unless somebody really is that. And this person really is that, but I'm not going to say it on the internet.
A booger?
Yeah, it's starting to see and ends with an aunt.
Can you
Alright,
guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good, because it wasn't showing my audio working on the previous screen. So I was like, well, hopefully this works.
Generic has been weird with audio lately. Hello, Heather. How are you doing? Spence, my sip from another rib. How are you doing today? I hope everything is well and the internet is fine and there aren't zombies in the streets. And I only say that because I think we have a meth head on the street again, because I've noticed the weird walking shambler up and down the road again.
Some people, man, okay, you're not supposed to smoke within 9 feet of the building, right? Let alone in the alcove in between the doors in the building. And then dash into the elevator when I get in it and out your cigarette on the sealant of the elevator door.
Wow.
What?
Who does that?
People who don't live in the building and are trying to get to the drug dealer on the 3rd floor. Because I ask, what floor do you want? He's like, oh, I thought I was with you. I was like, excuse me?
Hello, Morgan. How are you doing today? I feel like this is said with the energy of Mushu, free from her and kitchen that
Works!
like
And a better door!
it just needs to end with and a cow. I get this Mushu
Dishonor,
energy
dishonor.
from this. That is maybe one of my go-to places, because if you haven't realized, Mulan is my favorite Disney movie. If you haven't keyed into that.
Hand-drawn special effects like the smoke are gorgeous. Oh my gosh.
So
And
good.
My chair is rolling on the squeaky toy.
People? What is this? People. People are weird. Have fun with Stark for President. That I'm nope, fiction over there. Not for you today.
Always.
Your only camp prep goal is to catch a quick nap. Yeah. Okay, so on that note, I think now would be a good time to say I am taking a week off because I need to reset and recalibrate. And it's not really going to be a week off because I am starting camp, so I will continue to be working, but I am not going to be streaming after Thursday night. I am just going to, I'll still be doing the Sunday Fun Day because that's just hangout time. That's not work related, but I need to.
You're not doing this Friday?
Yeah, I'm not doing Friday.
Okay.
I'm because I feel when Jace and Amber said that they were taking the weekend off, I was like, that sounds like such a good idea. So yes, I am. I will start scheduling streams so that you know when I'm coming back. But it's basically going to be about a week that I'm going to take off because I just need to recenter and refocus. And I keep giving myself excuses not to do it. And if I have to sit alone in my house and not talk to people because they're currently streaming on the internet, which is what a lot of people do, well, which is why we stream all the time, then maybe I will force myself to actually deal with some of the thoughts that are in my head. So I am going to be taking about a week off. In hopes that I can fix this, because this needs fixing. Because I can't hardly move my shoulder today still.
Ooh.
Because of the stress. Like
Oh no.
I'm in a position where I'm caught between a lot of different things that I want to do, and then there's the expectations that are being placed upon me by others of what they think I should be doing. I spoiler alert, I'm not writing the business book. That's not a thing.
You should
it's
be
not-
breathing. Breathing
It's
is
been a
good
problem
for you.
lately.
Not pollen. Good air.
Hopefully, I think we're supposed to get like a gentle rain soon, and I'm probably just
Yeah,
gonna sit
but
out on the deck.
I was
If it
walking
was,
by and
it
was
was
like,
good.
was that bird poop? No, it was rain.
Oh, city living. Because around here we would know, because the only real birds that we have around here are the giant hawks,
Ooh.
and like you know when they hit
Ones
you.
that steal chihuahuas.
Yes. Yes. And our neighbors who don't understand where their chickens keep going, no matter how much I explain it to them. Like they buy new chickens, they go to work, they come home, and they don't have chickens, and they're like, "These chickens keep escaping. Like you think we find them?" And I'm just like, "Okay, do you see that bird up there? That giant bird that is circling over your house because it knows that you're putting out takeout on your in your back garden, like every week for it. Like, do you see that giant bird? That's where your chickens are going, right there. Like, they don't get it. They don't get it.
They just buy more chickens.
Buy more chickens.
Gosh.
And keep investing in bigger fences. Like they keep like upgrading their fence. Like that's going to keep the
It's called
bird.
chicken wire over time.
No, no.
Oh,
It
yeah,
takes
the birds
the
will
back
take it off.
Yeah.
They
Our
will take
chickens
it off.
survive with their chicken wire.
So yeah, it's just like, oh goodness. Like at least put a coop in it back there so that they have somewhere to run into and hide.
Mm-hmm.
But no.
They won't survive.
They think of themselves as country folk, but they are definitely not farmers, ranchers, or anything of the sort.
My dad grew up on a farm. My stepmom grew up on a farm. So, like, since like 8th grade, I've heard plenty of stories. Like,
Yeah,
further from the perspective of, like, particularly a dairy farm. My dad grew up on I'm not sure what kind of farm, but they went through a bunch of different things, and I'm just like, that's wild. How do I exist?
Spencer's
Why does this stupid thing keep crashing? Every time.
I grew up on a farm, and I just
I anticipate that mid-September to the end of the year, I'm either going to become a cryptid/unfathomable creature of, wait, they don't have a coop?
no, they don't. They just they also lost one dog to the
Oh no.
to the eagle. I heard that fight. Dog put up a valiant fight. I ran outside trying to scare the bird off, but by the time I got across the street, like I saw the bird flying away. The
Oh,
dog,
no.
like, it was done. It was over because they're eagles, y'all. They're full blown eagles. Like these aren't like just like yeah, bird. They're big birds. And I don't understand people sometimes. Let's be honest, I don't understand them at all.
At least give them a plywood window.
Right?
This was the
Yeah.
third time this file has crashed.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Wait, if they have chickens that I'm assuming they want to lay eggs, why do they not have a coop?
I don't know. I gave up trying to understand them a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away because it's easier to understand why a hut does what a hut does than them. Like they
Like-
do things.
We were in suburbia and we still had a coop for our chickens.
Basic chicken knowledge. Give them a
My
coop.
dad built it himself. It was awesome.
And it's just it cracks me up because the people down the street have tricked ducks into being their pets. Like they put a little pond in their backyard and like set it up, and like they have it set up with like there are bird nets in the trees so that the eagles can't swoop down and get the ducks out of the duck pond, and like they get to collect the duck eggs, and like they raise the ducks. They put up signs warning people of duck crossing because there are ducks in their property. And it's like the cutest thing ever because they just basically domesticated some wild ducks to live in their backyard. So like they get it. Like go talk to them. Like
These neighbors live on completely different universes.
right? It's like they basically domesticated wild ducks. Like what the and they come back every year. Every year the ducks come back to their pond. And it's just don't understand people sometimes. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and get into
Sprinty sprint.
there it goes. It was not
Oh, so
changing for me. So I thought because I started thinking about Stark for president that we should do the superhero costume race because that's fun.
Is that third
Catwoman.
one from the top a zombie person? Like
Oh.
their skin is a little gray. It looks like a little zombie Iron Girl.
You know, you're not. Her skin is very gray.
what is
Oh.
wrong with her skin?
Oh, I don't know what's going on there. That's okay.
Maybe she drank a little too much silver.
Maybe. I'm gonna pick number 6 because Hulk smash.
I'm gonna pick that weird zombie child.
Number 2 because purple.
I picked 2 already. We're fine.
The competitiveness in the race has not even begun yet. Alrighty, so like I said, I'm going to be working on my nonfiction project, which I'm not going to be doing word counts on because it incorporates quotes and stuff from other people, and I don't want to have to figure out how many of the words were mine and how many were the quotes, and yeah. So I will not be reporting back word counts, but it's going to be fun. I will let you know how many sections I get through because hopefully they're like really short, like little blurb bits that I'm trying to break this up into so that it's digestible. So, alrighty, let us go ahead and get started with this race in a 5, a 4, a 3, a 2, a 1, and go. Though I just realized I forgot to turn the music off. 1.
Woo!
That's awesome. Hulk 1. Alrighty. So, turn the camera on. How did everybody do that sprint? I got quite a few words written and finished 3 sections of my outline. Well, 2.5 sections of my outline, and feel like I am moving in the right direction. Also, we picked up a Jules and a Carrie. My brain did a
Hello.
thing. I read your name all weird on the thing, and I'm like, what's your name? Am I supposed to be using a different name? I had a moment of like moral panic on the inside because my eyes rearranged all the letters in your name, and I was like,
Oh
I don't even know
no.
how to pronounce that. How would that be pronounced? Cray. It tried to push the R forward and the other 2 letters over, and I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce Craey. I don't know how that's pronounced. I had a
I mean,
moment.
I have been called Cray before, but
Oh my goodness.
a
So,
different context.
how did everybody else do?
Arrived.
Let's see. I looked for jobs, and then I also worked on typing out the video script for the anthology that I'm working on creating. So that's about what I got done.
I didn't do anything.
I stuck my stickies up on the board.
Nice. Which I have to say, I kind of wish I had done what Spence had done and what hopefully you did, Kat, and taken a self-care sprint that time through. But I guess in a way I am doing self-care because this is just like, again, that eternal sigh of the spotless mind. Just let all the thoughts out, put them all on document thingy, and I don't know, see what happens with it. Let's see. I want to see Thor: Love and Thunder so bad for so many reasons. I'm not saying that Taika Waititi is like the biggest reason, but I don't like having heroes much anymore because so many of them have been so disgracefully horrible in reality. But I really like Taika, and as far as like writing choices go, I feel like it will probably be entertaining and probably not at all what we're expecting because Taika. Though I do hope that there is a scene where Jane gets to like backhand Thor as Thor. Like, he needs it.
I mean, there is a clip already of like Thor not being worthy of Mjolnir anymore, and Jane just has it and is just like,
It's just a good, just good swift, just bang.
But
Like,
wasn't
he just needs it.
Mjolnir destroyed in Ragnarok?
yes, but so if you look in the clips, you can see that it's been seamed back together somehow.
Yeah,
It's been reconstructed.
Do they cover
Somehow.
that in the film?
I
don't
hope
know.
so,
I don't know. I have not seen Love and Thunder
because
yet.
it did not happen in any of the previous films, so they have to explain it in this
Right.
So
one. Just tell me.
there are several explanations for this I can think of from the
I
comics.
have questions.
But you never know what they're going to do. Like, I did not expect when I watched Multiverse of Madness for it to be a complete rewrite of Midnight Suns minus all of the main characters of Midnight Suns. But it was. It's identical to that story. I mean, Doc Strange is in that story tangentially. He just kind of shows up to the Ghost Riders and goes, "Hey, there's a problem. Go fix it," and then disappears. and like, okay, you're not fixing it fast enough. I brought more people here. Y'all make a group, go fix it, and then disappears, and then comes back and is like, look, I don't know how many people I'm going to have to bring in here before y'all fix this, but here's some more people. Make a group and go fix it, and disappears. And he actually has to like do things in the movie version, but it's the same story. So I don't really know where they're gonna draw their influence from, but I'm curious. I'm really excited about it though, because Ragnarok was so good. Just so good in so many ways. Hello, Eva. How are you doing? Hopefully all is well for you today. Applesauce and graham crackers. That does sound lovely though. Like it does sound good.
I'm just proud that you're eating.
Yes.
Yes. CB with the 626 words.
Nice.
That is phenomenal, and yay. So you reread the scene that you left off on and decided to get back in and redo it. Words! Like I feel
I think that means negative words.
Oh, negative words. Okay, I can see that too. Either way, it's good. Because whether you're doing a mill wordy or a kill wordy, like it's all words in the end. Your big reward is getting your professional driver's license. Ooh, that's
exciting.
I have contemplated whether or not I should even try. I've never had a driver's license. I have very bad legs that like to spontaneously go wee, and I've always been afraid that they would lock up on either gas or brake, and I would cause intense bodily harm to other people. I also lived in cities for the vast majority of my life where not having a driver's license was not that big of a deal.
Because public transportation.
Living here, on the other hand, I have contemplated, because there, yes, I know there's the hand things that you can get attached that will do things for that. I'm still concerned though about the legs hitting a pedal, because we don't have enough to have two cars, one adapted for my please God don't let me hit a pedal that when I don't intend to, and one for Brian. So, but I have actually been giving this a lot of thought lately, because it'd be nice to drive. I have thought about getting a motor trike, because then I don't have to worry about if my legs give out on it, because I don't have to hold myself up. But they are very dangerous vehicles. Granted, I would only basically use them from driving from like home to in town, which is not that far, and back. But it's got to be something that deals with my weird leg issues like this. And they're also really expensive. They're like,
Yeah.
like it's almost the same as getting a car, and that just seems wrong, because it's just like two wheels and a
It's
motor.
like part of a car.
Yeah. Like it doesn't even have like protection from the rain or sun. Like, I don't know. It just
Or
seems
bugs.
and around here, that's a big deal. Oh, I know. I 6 seasons in a movie. Just 6 seasons in a movie. Captain Carter is my hero. Yeah. Could more. Ooh, that is an interesting thought. That is an interesting thought. That is one way I could see Mjolnir coming back together. The other one is that the dwarf that we met in Ragnarok sent people out to find the pieces and reforged it back together. Because that would be a wonderful way to bring a wonderful actor and character back into the story, even if momentarily. Yeah, I don't know. I'm really curious, and I do hope that they explain it. And again, I hope that Jane doesn't have cancer. I know it's a spoiler if she does, but it is the dumbest part of the original Lady Thor Jane Foster story that they did in the comics is it magically heals her, but only while holding the hammer. When she puts the hammer down, she's instantly back to wherever she was in the process of dying. Which, like, why isn't the healing permanent?
Works.
Yeah. Why isn't the healing permanent? Like, why? And I don't feel that they gave a good answer to that because they just kind of hand waved it away. Like, it's fine. Like, no, it's not. Like, what? It magically makes her grow hair back when she picks up the hammer because she's in chemo and has lost her hair. So it can magically grow her hair, but it can't, like, permanently kill her tumors. Like, you don't. Don't do that. Don't, please, don't do that. Do something better. There's also a chance that somebody, when Cap returned when Cap did his timey-wimey thing, he not only showed up to Sam to hand over the shield, he did some other things that resulted in gathering up the pieces of Mjolnir for it to get put back together.
He could have done a lot. Also, he had 60 years.
Yeah.
To do whatever the hell he wanted.
Yeah.
So, they could just have an entire series of movies. I'm like, so guys, look what Steve caused.
And if it's starring Chris Evans, I have no problems with this. But y'all know my weakness. He is my favorite of the Chris's. And again, I say this every time, but if you've not seen, just Google Chris Evans on anxiety and watch the sweet, sweet, sweet man discuss his anxiety issues and the things that he's done to deal with them. And just he's so cute. I liked the Eternals. I understand why people didn't, but I also like other movies by that director, and it's very much more in line with her other films, except for it has action sequences, which her other movies are very still. I don't know how else to describe them. They're compelling if you're into that sort of thing, but they're very, very still.
Any more think pieces?
Yeah, they're very much like slice of life family things, and you can really see that influence on the Eternals. And I'm just amazed that they let her make the movie because they actually pitched her for a different movie, and she passed on that, but told them, if you ever decide to do the Eternals, I know the story I want to do. And that's how the Eternals ended up getting made, because she pitched
They're like,
them.
we want this person.
Yeah. But I can understand not liking it. I do have some issues with some of it, but I did like it. Yeah. We need to get better about public transportation in every possible way. So back to multi-car family. Yeah, I don't foresee that ever in our future, but that's just pessimistic me talking. Ignore pessimistic Charlie. Doesn't exist. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
We're on a break.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of things that could happen there. And honestly, I kind of want Jane and Valkyrie to end up together at the end. I don't know why, but the moment they confirmed that Jane Foster was coming back, I was like, and she's going to fall in love with Valkyrie, and they're going to raise 5 kids and live happily ever after on their wonderful little lesbian in their wonderful little lesbian cottage. It's going to be great. And my heart has not moved from that at all. It's like, I have no justification in story or canon for this relationship to happen. It was just the first thought that I had. I blame Tessa Thompson.
Love headcanon.
I blame Tessa. I blame Tessa Thompson. I blame her so much for this because I think what happened was my brain went into the Dirty Computer movie that she did with Janelle Monáe, and basically substituted Jane Foster for Janelle Monáe's character in that, and saw them like fighting against the world to have this like really intense lesbian relationship. I think that's what happened, but I can't say for sure. But here's the thing.
Why did you have to ask that, Eva? Why?
We do not have answers to this question.
I do not have answers for this, but apparently it's Feral Girl Summer, so people aren't shaving their legs, and people are very worked up about this. I don't
no, the women aren't shaving their legs. What are we gonna do?
Yeah, I don't understand. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Long time no see. No, we are not going to be going to shore leave this year. I haven't, for a lot of reasons, have not felt very good lately. And like walking around my house has been a bit of a challenge. So the idea of not being able to get around the convention at all has weighed in very heavily on our decision not to go. Plus, I don't know that I could physically do the trip, because we would have to drive and be in a car for 16 hours. Even if we broke that up over a couple days, that just feels like, with the amount of back spasms I've been having lately, just intense pain for way too long. Hopefully next year, or maybe even SnowCon, maybe go to Farpoint. But yeah, we've talked a lot about Farpoint, so we might actually make it out there for Farpoint. But for anybody else who lives anywhere near the Maryland area, Shore Leave is one of my favorite conventions. We used to go there even when we lived in California. We'd try to find excuses to go out there. I started going at Shore Leave 10. I can't even remember what number they're on right now. I believe it's in the 40s. It's at least in the high 30s, if not 40 by now. It's a great convention. It is a wonderful time, and there are really, really great people there. Yeah, I really want to go, but pain is a thing. It's also one of the reasons why I'm taking the week off, because I know the depression is going to hit really hard that we're not traveling next week, because that next week would be the week we would be traveling for the convention. And I have 2 new games to completely distract me if productivity is not an option. And like, I'm bracing for this because, yeah, it's going to be a thing. Yeah. But hopefully you'll get to go and have fun. I do believe that most of the people that I usually hang out with there are going to be there. At least they've all asked if I'm going, and I've had to give the sad news that I am not. I really want to, but like I said, it was a struggle getting my coffee before the stream today because my back is a piece of crap. And standing up is not my friend. Alrighty, it is time for us to say goodbye to our beautiful little Hulk friend. Did we ever figure out who Zombie Girl is?
I think she's a little Iron Lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Iron Man.
Yeah, I guess.
That's what she looks like.
Iron Glass.
Bye-bye, Hulk.
Could be wrong, but I think that used to be the original costume for Aquaman.
The top one is number 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what number 5 is supposed to be at all.
Oh, number
I think
5.
it's Iron Man.
Yeah. I just don't. The gray skin is really throwing me off. Anyway, I'm going to switch
There's a
to
zombie
Thor because, well, we've been talking about Thor a lot. So, Thor!
2.
Alrighty. This is going to be kind of a self-care sprint for me because if you heard all of the bells and whistles going off, that was the don't forget to take your medicine alarm that just went off. So I have to go do that. So if you do need to take care of yourself, definitely do that. Do not feel the pressure We're really bad at the toxic productivity in this community.
Stop it.
And yeah, we need to be careful about that. Also, do not forget to be saving your work. Do not feed the gremlins. I have been compulsively hitting Command S on my keyboard because I do not want to lose any of these things that I am writing. Like at the end of every paragraph, I've been hitting Command S. I am oversaving this document because I'm very prone to forgetting to save at all. So make sure that you're saving your stuff and you're backing it up. Let us go ahead and get started with this sprint in a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Number 2 is the winner. And I'm guessing that's a cat girl, a cat woman, maybe? Or a kitty pride, maybe? I don't know, the one with the cat ears. Woo!
Woo! I won. Aw, but that means she's gonna go away forever.
Yes, she shall
She's going to disappear.
disappear and you will have to choose again.
And no one else is wearing purple.
So
What will
sad.
I do?
I don't know. Alrighty, so I had a bit of a self-care sprint. That sprint, I took my medicine, so I'm a good person. Oh, I did forget to take the gummies. I will do that in a moment. And I got myself a little bit of a snack and compulsively checked my email a couple times to see if my invite for the thing later showed up, and so far no. But again, I'm expecting it last minute because I know the goal that I run with. Jules did the spinny dance, at least for me.
You
But
were
yeah,
pausing for me, like it was jumping for you. But it's fine now, so you're good. Just keep going.
StreamYard, do we need to have a
Saving.
conversation?
Just keep saving.
Anywho, I then got back and got a little bit more written on the project that I'm working on, and yeah. How'd everybody else do?
I did planner stuff. I pulled out my stickers. So those are a bunch of different stickers to do different things. So I didn't have to write things, but I know what the stickers mean.
Nice.
Like if it's a camera, obviously I need to record something.
Record things, that thing that I'm meant to be doing a while ago.
Yeah, I did a video today about what I had so far, just completely one shot on my phone, immediately uploaded.
Mood. Do not edit. I only edit if, like, the video that came out today, I literally just threw music into it. And it's just a repeating blue. Because there's a lot of, like, me just sitting there writing in that video. So I'm like, music, here, have that. Done.
I need to finish writing my angry song.
Anger.
Angry song. Nice. I pulled tarot cards for
Ooh.
New Moon spread. And it's the new moon in Cancer. So Cancer, water sign, fun times, right? So I pulled, this was supposed to be a 6-card spread. And then there was an additional card that popped out. So 7 cards total.
Let us cross
4
our
of
fingers
them-
that it's not the Tower, the 3 of Swords, and and Death. Like those 3 together, like that's my classic new moon. Like it's a new moon. I don't even know why I'm shuffling. I know what cards are coming out.
Well, I mean, I did get death, so maybe there's a nod to you. So, yes, so of the 7 cards, 4 of them are cups. So water galore. And then the other 3 are major arcana. So I pulled the Sun, which is one of my cards, and I get it quite frequently. I pulled Death, and then I pulled Empress, which I also pull pretty frequently. So fun times. But on the other hand, it's like it's a glorious spread for working towards happiness, contentment, fertility of anything, meaning stories as well, and creativity. So fun times.
Hey, Charlie, would you like to know what cards I pulled for my quarter? When I pulled for my quarter? The Tower, 5 of Wands, Queen of Cups. Would you like to know what I pulled for July? Death, High Priestess, Tower.
Yeah. I got tired of being read for filth by my cards, so I have not touched them in a while. Like I'm supposed to be reading you, you're not supposed to be reading me. You're confused about this right now. And I'm just gonna put a link into the chat because a lot of people don't know that this exists, YouTube has put up their own tarot reading thing. It's tarot.withyoutube.com. They picked 3 YouTubers, and you can have your cards read by them in every day. And it is bizarre. It is weird. It is a thing that exists. And for some reason, I appear to be the only person that got this as a like big banner across YouTube.
I got it.
Okay. Yay. Somebody else. I was really feeling called out by YouTube because of this. Because
Was
every
it a
time I bring
banner?
this up,
I don't know. The YouTube logo was tarot cards that were moving.
oh no, I got like a full page, like, you know how they do like the Pride Month or Women's Month or Hispanic, like the big banner across the page, like, would you like to have your cards read? Tarot with YouTube, like big, like full page banner thing. And I don't know why I feel a little weird and called out. The ASMR voice is very ASMR voice, so if depending on you, that may not be the choice to make, but it's very entertaining, and I don't know why it exists.
Yeah, I do not do ASMR voice. That drives me nuts. It's like nails on a chalkboard for my ears.
So don't listen. Don't do the. I think the wellness one.
Yeah, I did it once,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Ooh,
She's-
never doing this again."
Very,
The
very
third
ASMR,
one that had the ASMR voice, and
Yeah.
I was just like,
and it's very ASMR voice. It's just like, I mean, that's her job. That's her main channel is ASMR, and it shows. But, whew, but I just find it really weird that this is a YouTube thing, and I'm curious what other things are going to be .withyoutube.com, because they didn't get tarot with youtube.com, they got with youtube.com. What other things are they going to be doing? Like I'm curious thereabouts.
now
So-
I want to just type things randomly in where tarot is and see what pops up.
A little bit, right? Because like, what else could you do these like virtual experiences with? Because
I would not be surprised if they do slime.
How
Yeah.
would they slime you though?
that'll be the VR one where you have to put on your VR headset, because they do support VR video on YouTube. So
Adult content, Eva.
I mean, eventually. Oh
They
my
do
god!
not have a horoscope one. I checked. I was
Yeah,
like, I
I'm kinda
bet
surprised
they
by
have
that.
that. They don't.
So, the other day, Glory brought up the show on Amazon Prime called The Lake. And she described it as it's like white people Game of Thrones in Canada, but over a lake house. And kind of funny. And I went, what? And we've watched, I think, 3 episodes of it now. And yes, this is exactly what it is. It is a brother and stepsister. She somehow inherited the family lake house and found out that there's a clause in the will that she basically owns it as long as she always lives there. If she moves out, he gets the house defaults to him. So he's trying to figure out a way to get her to leave the house so that he can by rights have it for reasons. And he's got a birth daughter that was adopted in an open adoption that he's got to take care of for the summer for reasons. And shenanigans. It's just shenanigans. It's Shenanigans, the TV series with Julia Stiles, who is amazing. Like, she's bringing her best, like 10 Things I Hate About You energy to this thing. And I am so here for it. If you've not checked this show out, I do highly recommend it. It is precious. And there is one adult scene in episode, I think 3, that's kind of adult. Like, it's meant to be an adult scene, but both Brian and I could not figure out what was going on in it. Like, two characters are engaged in something akin to the naughties, but it took us a long time to figure out exactly what it was because there's not enough visual or any other detail to figure it out. And then when we did, we giggled a lot because it wasn't what we expected. And but other than that, it's been a fairly like not cursed show. And I don't even know if I consider that cursed because again, it's so vague as to what's going on. Like words are spoken, faces are had. It's very confusing until it's not. So, but definitely if you've missed really weird like early 2000s Julia Stiles and thought, I wonder what she's up to. That was the selling point that Glory sold me on the series with. Or if you just want to see people having a fight over a lake house in Canada, it's over the top. It's funny, and I do rather enjoy the shenanigans. The shenanigans are quite good. And most of the characters are oddly wholesome in ways they really shouldn't be. Like, they set them up to be completely like, oh, so this is where the show goes off the rails. And then you get to spend time with that character and you're like, oh, but you're so sweet and wholesome. But why? And then, oh, wait, but that one.
It's on my watch list.
So if you have Prime, definitely check it out. It's worth a watch. And I want more people to watch it, like selfishly, in the hopes that we get a season 2. I think it's going to get a season 2 already. I think that's been confirmed, but you know, I want more. I need more. Like, I don't know how this season's going to end, but however it ends, I want there to be a season 2 ramifications. Like, I just, it is very, very, very entertaining.
I'll be right back.
Alrighty. It's I believe one of the shows that it's a Canadian production that's like for Canadian TV, but it is on Prime. I believe that's how it works. Anywho, let me check the time because I am completely discombobulated for time today. Okay. Let's do another sprint, shall we? This feels really weird doing it this early. I'm just saying, like, my brain has been fighting with me since before the stream started of like, why are you doing this? It's not time yet. And it's just now getting to the point of like, it's time to go live. It's time to go live. Like, I'm getting all of the like, it's time to go live feels, even though I've already been live for what, an hour and a half? Yeah. Because my body has not figured out what I'm doing yet.
You're working my day job for me. Thanks.
Alrighty, so let us give a reprieve to Megan because I'm in a very magnanimous mood today. I'm sticking with Thor.
Purple, of course.
Of course. I would have been so.
I don't know. I would have been like, I was almost tempted to say one because she's got pigtails like me, but then I was like, but no, I can't go without my purple.
That would have been hilarious if you're like, thank you for leaving her in, but actually one. Like that just. Like
I
that
was
may
so
have,
tempted.
I may have just collapsed on the floor. Like that may have been the thing that just did me in. Alrighty, make sure that you are saving your documents because internet got weird for a second there. And by the way, during that whole like somebody froze, who was it? YouTube said that everything dipped down to 0. It just did it again, by the way. And then it went up and said nothing ever happened. Like that blip disappeared. So even YouTube doesn't know what's going on. And it's like their job too.
Yeah.
So yay. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get going on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Number 5.
Woo! CB1 too.
The weird zombie child.
The weird zombie child. The gray skin. It's the gray skin that gets me.
I think I will need to go because I have dinner duty tonight. So thanks for the
Alrighty.
experience. And
Thanks for being here.
yeah, I guess I will hopefully see y'all soon in the chat, if not on Friday. So
Have the fun.
yes.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. No, I'm not compulsively checking my email again for things. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. So, I had
changed my routine.
Huh. Why?
Because Charlie's streams are part of my routine.
yeah, I'm taking the
Oh.
week off. The next week off.
And then like Jace and
Oh.
Amber are both not streaming this weekend. So
Wait,
that also
what am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna have to like
I was
maybe
like,
stream myself.
I was like,
I
maybe
don't
I'll
think the boyfriend would be too
stream.
happy about that, but it might have to be done just for sanity's sake.
Yeah, I had a long talk with Brian about this because I am basically trying to wage a war of boredom against my brain to make it have to make some of the decisions what need to be made. Because it's wrong for me to call this a vacation. It's a streaming vacation. But I'm still going to be doing my prompts for summer camp. I'm still going to be working on things. I still have class that week. Like, I'm not doing what I really need to do, and what I might do in the break between this class and the next one. Though I will probably still stream through that one, but it'll just be all games, no productivity.
Mhm.
But I need to take an actual vacation at some point this year where I'm not trying to do productive things. But that is not an option at this point. But given how bad my back is right now, like I gotta figure something out. Phone calls have been.
Woo!
So I had a little bit of lunch during that sprint because I was like, why do I have no energy? I had my coffee. And then I realized I did not eat because I was streaming at the time that I usually eat, and I didn't get anything to actually eat. So
Oh.
I did that. Which, even though it wasn't spicy at all, triggered my sinuses to be like, oh, I guess we should run now. So, yay. So I apologize for the coughing, the sneezing, and all of the other things.
Did you take your allergy meds?
Yep, I did remember to do that today, which is good. Though I do wish I had set up to do this outside because I wasn't paying attention to what the weather was supposed to be today. It's 77 outside right now. I kind of wish I had set up to be doing this stream out there. I might actually do my class out there because 77 is that's not bad.
No.
And
Well, that's just rude. It's hotter here.
I can see the trees.
Apparently it's 67 here.
It's 82 and it feels like 88.
I miss California so much.
Michigan.
There we go. I think the gray skin, could be a disguise that Morgan Stark came up with. You know, I can see it. I can see it. That Morgan is just amazing. Are you done now? I do have a safety pop over here just in case I need to have some soda, but I don't want to open it if I don't have to. Just don't really want a soda. Oh man. So, because my brain is almost up on time. Okay, so we have like an hour left in the stream. Yay. Okay. My brain is all confused because it's just like, I'm starting 5 minutes late. No, we've been going for a while. Okay, so we've got 3 hours to go. No, that's not what's happening now. We have a thing tonight. Like, my brain is so confused. Like, it's just so... Changing schedules has done a thing to me. It's going to be fun on Friday when it's like my brain does the whole, you're supposed to be streaming right now. And I'm just like, I know. And then not. That will be an interesting experience. Oh my goodness. Yeah, because she figured out some way to dye her skin. Like it's like some kind of like spray on dye, and because she's young and not fully experienced and is Tony's kid, hasn't figured out the removal process yet. So it just has to you have to wait till it fades. It's
And
like
she chose to test it on herself.
oh,
too.
of course she chose to test it on herself. That is the Stark way.
And also possibly that kid next door who was like, hey, can I join? Her own version of Rhodey.
Rhodey. I have not heard what, I'm assuming Don Cheadle is coming back for Armor Wars, but I have not heard anything about whether or not he's going to be in that. You should. I mean, technically, most of the cast should come back for Armor Wars, but other than the fact that the title was given and that, yeah, we're doing this thing, I haven't heard that much about it. Sorry, just thinking about Rhodey. Because it would be nice to give Rhodey a little bit of time to shine. Oh no, Dad's on YouTube and sharing links with me. It's a scary time of Dad's on YouTube. I'm on YouTube. If my father shows up in the chat preemptively, I am sorry. And enjoy, because he's where I got most of my personality from. So
I am so sad that I missed the one time that your dad appeared on screen.
I know. I'm so upset that I missed that.
I'm Big Charlie. I think I was in the chat for that.
I arrived after.
There's been a couple times where I've actually invited him on because he'll come down just before and stop by and be like, I don't know what time you're doing your thing, but here. And often it's to hand produce to me because he saw it at the store and went, I don't know, food for child. And bought it and
Oh, that's such a bad thing to do.
Yeah.
Here's a bag of squash. Here's a bag of tomatoes. Here's, random produce, whatever he saw. And I've tried to get him to join because I think that he would have. I know he had fun that one day that he was here, but yeah, that's it. Don't forget the Tony. Yep. Yeah. Still one of my absolute favorite scenes in a Marvel movie is just watching just it, to this day. I don't know how many times I've watched the first Iron Man movie, but I still laugh every time he just bam right into the ceiling. It just it gets me. It gets me.
There are people here that never talk. It's okay.
As long as you're having fun doing whatever it is that you want to do that thing. I'm just impressed that I'm not playing the weird vampire game right now.
I'm not. Be proud of me. I haven't played it today.
We were just about ready to do our wind down to go to bed last night, and Brian and I both looked at each other and our eyes met in that special way that only spouses can have, where you psychically communicate with each other, and at the exact same time we said, you want to try to get that damn Archer one more time before we get to bed? We didn't, but we tried. We would have, except for the sun.
Oh,
The fight
man.
took so long, and she moved out into an area that there was like no shadow at all anywhere around because she kept attacking the trees. Like, I don't know if they built this into her AI or not, but she was attacking the trees.
I think they did.
So there was nowhere to hide. We're like trying to run and find shadow so we didn't burst into flames. And she's just running behind us going, I told you y'all would die. Because she's got some of the best like call outs ever. Like
Yeah, because she's Lydia the Chaos Archer.
come back,
That's
you
literally
coward.
her name.
And she lives up to it. And yeah.
She keeps killing me.
I just like I don't even care about the power. I kind of want the devourer thingy too, but I don't really care. Like I need to destroy her. She needs to be taught a lesson. Violence must be done. She's killed me so many times. I need at least one time. One time. But that was my Echo calling me out. Apparently, the robot can help with your productivity. Would you like to know more? No. If we want to talk about the stupid vampire game on my productivity stream, we can talk about the stupid vampire game on my productivity stream, you dumb robot. Yeah, sorry. Felt personally attacked by my machinery. That's all right. Tonight we're going to keep watching the Jeff Bezos is an idiot show. So, which if anybody doesn't know, on Apple TV Plus, which is oddly enough the best streaming service because they just like let people do things and they're good because they don't care about the monies. Like it's
They get enough money from their tech.
yeah, well that's the thing. If you buy an Apple device, you get a year for free. So as long as you're like continuing to get Apple devices, you just have it as a service. Like it's just a thing you have. So like they're not. It's just an add-on for them. It's a prestige add-on for them. So they're not like focused on like getting the subscribers or anything else, and they're just like letting people make these insane shows that should not be, but are like Dickinson. I still like if you've not seen Dickinson, oh my god, it is still like one of the best things ever made, and For All Mankind. But the fact that they have Maya Rudolph's So Jeff Bezos is an idiot and his wife should destroy him show, which is funny, poignant, and just the episode where they make fun of the space program, like billionaire space programs, it's precious. It's just precious. And I love that this show exists. It's called Loot, and it's very entertaining. I love it very, very much. And also they have Prehistoric Planet, which if for no other reason to use the, I think it's a 7-day trial. Yeah, they have a free trial that you can sign up for. If for no other reason, watch David Attenborough and Prehistoric Planet because dinosaurs are cool. 5 episodes. It's amazing. I love it. I still cringe every time I see the BBC logo, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Well, most of the weather here has calmed down a bit because we were stuck right between 2 front lines that just kept pushing forward and backwards, and oh, the joint pain was exquisite. It was so much fun. Let's do another one of these. Because we have time. Brain, stop freaking out. It'll be fine. Alrighty. We are going to say goodbye to Zombie Iron Lady Kid. 5 number 5. Oof. Alrighty. I am sticking with Thor.
2.
Sorry, I don't know why the little ouch over there in the corner just cracks me up, but It does, because it's like a metaphor. Ouch is in the past. We leave our pain behind us as we march ever forward so we can cuddle with a cute dog. If there's not a better metaphor for life, I do not know it. Let us go ahead and get started on the sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. twice in one stream? Oh my goodness. Thor won.
How dare.
How very dare. Oh my goodness. So I got some more written, hit a point where I went, how do words? Words? You know, how do? I didn't understand. It was about time for the sprint to be over, and went, okay, I do that then. How did everybody else do?
I had food.
Ah, nummy food.
I've been playing Eidolon.
Nice. I'm watching through the TikTok playlist because I want to watch all of the ones from the Hell's Bells thing because it's hilarious. They work at the Hell Help Desk. They choose to be there, and they smack talk all the bad Christians.
Oh,
There's one person who plays all these characters, and it's hilarious.
oh my goodness. I am. We're not going to go off on a theological rant right now.
The particular one I'm watching, the clip I'm watching right now, it was like a continuation. It was her pastor from when she was alive came in, and she's like, no, I'm calling the biblically accurate angels. You're thinking of the, so pretty ones. Oh, you're going to regret this. And he's just like, you need to apologize. No, you turned me into a monster. I'm looking to when they get here. Yeah. She has the monk speak dial.
Yeah, that would be fun. May or may not be working on a video for my mysticism channel calling out all of the living prophets right now, which will be fun. And some of the people that I quote in there will be upsetting to some people, and I'm really living for that. Part of the Hamplo, Elizabeth Gilbert actually gets a quote in there because reasons. And I love the idea that I'm making what is essentially an angry, y'all need to shut the F up video. And here's Elizabeth Gilbert. Like, just like nestled into the middle of it. It's just, and here's Elizabeth Gilbert. Now go away. Because I don't know, there's something oddly subversive about that in my brain that's making me very happy about it. That I can actually use someone like Elizabeth Gilbert in my argument. Successfully, hopefully. But yeah, it's just having fun with that one. Ooh, finished Project Spider. It is a mess, but oh well. I took a deep breath there because that's how I feel at the end of every project I have ever done in my life. Like that. I wasn't exactly triggered, but I felt a little called out by.
Oh yeah, I got a message CB about maybe doing a fanfic collab. Well, I shared a meme of let me see if I can find it. It was K9 and Doctor Who and Iron Man. Like that needs to be a thing. Let's see if I can find it.
That kind of does need to be a thing.
Because it's an image of K9 introducing himself, and Tony turns to Pepper and goes, "I want one."
I could see them running around.
And I'm
together.
like, this needs to be a thing.
Yeah, I could really see them. Yeah, especially in light of like the Mary Jane Adventures. I'm sorry, Sarah Jane Adventures, or that really weird Canine spinoff show that they did.
Very, very briefly, but yes.
For 1 or 2 episodes.
I don't remember. It's not very long. It's
okay,
a
here
thing that happened.
I wonder if it'll let me.
I have still been enjoying people basically, I can't even say really, I mean, I guess reacting is the simplest way to put it. Just laughing so hard they can't breathe at that wonderful video of JK getting trolled by somebody pretending to be Zelensky.
Oh, yeah.
I can't get enough of it. Like, YouTube has figured this out about me and is like, would you like to see somebody else laugh while this is happening? Because they're like not adding commentary. Like Lance added some commentary where he explained like there are no heroes here. Like everybody's a bad person, but let us enjoy the dunking on JK. But like the vast majority of it is just it's I love it so much. Spinning. Why are you always spinning? Show me the thing. Ah! There it is.
Yeah. Doesn't that like need to be a thing? So I had I shared this and I tweeted CB and I'm like, help me make this happen.
Yeah, that really
because she writes like Tony and Pepper so well. And yeah. I will message you one of these days and we will make this a fanfic thing.
That would be fun. And if you ever need a Captain Jack Harkness cameo, let me know. I can surely add that to the mix.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I do believe
like,
they're.
I would probably write the 11th Doctor because he's my favorite, and then just like bring everybody in.
Yeah, I think there were 2 seasons of the Sarah Jane Adventures. It's the K9 show. There weren't that many episodes of it, and you can tell why. Like, it's rather obvious. It was like everybody knew it was a mistake going into it, but they'd already gotten this far. We might as well finish, I guess. Reasons. That one was to Australia, though.
I started watching. Like, I was bouncing between Doctor Who and Sarah Jane with Anna. I gotta get back into that.
The Sarah Jane Adventures was so cute. Like, it was such...
It was...
Like, as somebody who, as a child, grew up with Sarah Jane as one of my absolute favorite companions. I'm still Team Tegan and Talo because I love the idea of the Doctor having a companion that is actively working against him without the Doctor realizing it. I still think that that's an interesting way to do the story, but yeah, Sarah Jane, man. Alrighty, I am looking at the time. We could do another sprint, but then I'd have to go shortly thereafter. Or we could just blather.
I'm for blathering.
Because we only have about 15 minutes left in the stream.
Yeah, I'm just playing Eidolon, which doesn't take much of anything. So we can just chit-chat.
I'm going to hopefully have to go. Please send me my things. I know all the details because I'm assuming it's on Zoom. Most of these things are on Zoom nowadays. I don't like not knowing what I'm doing. So, how's things? I am really looking forward to having a week off. In some ways, I'm terrified about it in others because I know I'm going to have like panic attacks from not streaming. And by the way, I don't know if that counts for Brian. There still may be a Thursday stream next week.
Okay.
He was very non-committal about whether, because I told him, I was like, you're doing the Thursday stream. So if you still want to do Thursday, I just probably won't join the stream, or I might. I don't know. Like, it depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know, but I'm not technically running that. So if you still want to do it, go ahead and do it. So I don't know what Brian's doing Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you need to clarify that? Um, but I need something to change. I think that's why I'm trying this, because I don't know what I need to change, but I need something to change. There's too many of these feelings, and they don't have proper outlets. Aww.
Ooh,
Definitely.
that's no good.
Yeah. Definitely. Send some good vibes that way. Yes, Roy, tell us more. Why did you stop? I was looking for the rest of the story. Why is it when you ask a dog to tell you more, they stop? Oh, here's more. So I'm not trying to get us off on another ranty thing, but I feel like this is a bridge to one of the things I do want to talk about. I don't know if any of you watched some more news, but their coverage of the Roe decision, they actually found a way to make me laugh. Like rage laughter, like almost maniacal laughter, like like crazy eye swirly laughter, but they still found ways to make me laugh through all this. And I'm saying they, not because Cody changed his pronouns, but because I just lost her name. The woman that does the show with him, Hulk smashes her way through the wall. Yeah, Kate smashes her way. Hulk smashes her way into the room because he needs to get out of the chair because she has things to say, and it's kind of precious and amazing. And then she gets really mad at him for making her work when she has self-care to do, and then she yeets herself out of a window. So if you too have rage but want to find the laughter in the rage, I rather enjoyed it in the way that he could take the darkest things and go, I don't know, I'm not really gonna have jokes here, but let's make fun of some people that deserve it, shall we? And the whole segment about Tim Pool is great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. I highly recommend. But on that note, how are things going with the anthology development?
Well, I've got the Discord set up, and I've got most everything sorted out. I've just got I have to send you stuff for the video, and then I figure then I'll do the official announcement for that. But I can't keep a secret to save my life, so I've already been telling everyone about it. So
Oh, I think that's a good thing, so people can start like getting work started.
Mm-hmm. So the date it's all going to be due is August 8th, because it goes live on August 9th of 2022. So this year, it'll go live at noon Eastern time. The anthology will.
One thing to make sure to include in your instructions is when people are setting the time, they don't have to do math for conversion anymore.
Yes.
A lot of people don't realize that. I've noticed this from doing 2 anthologies now, that they don't they like that other pull down is invisible to a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
Like their mind just skips over it. And they're like, well, what is that in my time zone? No, you can just pick the time zone now and it's done for you automatically. It's amazing. It wasn't a full-on panic attack this morning, but I had a very vivid dream that you sent me those files to be edited. And when I got up this morning, I frantically looked for them.
No, I haven't sent them yet.
It was one of those dreams where I woke up, like had a day, went to sleep, and then woke up.
Yeah.
In real life type dreams. And I'm like, no, I was halfway done editing this video. Where did it go? Oh, I don't want to have to tell her I need the files again. What? And then I realized, oh yeah, that didn't happen. It's Wednesday. If that happened, it would be Thursday. Ah. Ah. Yeah. God. So the few times knowing the date helped me. Because it was a very vivid dream, including all of the boredom, which I don't know why my dreams have started including boredom in them, of like literally like going through and like, okay, so let me do the audio editing, edit that audio. Yeah, just editing that audio. Make it sound funny drunk in slow motion. Anyway, editing that audio. Just, yeah, like my dream was like hours of editing audio last night of a video that doesn't exist. And I wish I could remember some of it because I don't know, maybe it would help you with the script.
Yeah, no, I've finished the script for the most part, so I'm gonna have to add in the part about you can set the time.
Well, you don't have to necessarily have that in the video. It's just make sure to remember to have that on hand because you will notice it'll probably be different set for you, but you will end up having a document with pre-made answers. Like every time you answer a question, copy it into a document for reuse later. And you'll start noticing.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, you'll start noticing which questions you get a lot. And I know the number one question that I get for the anthology is, what is that in my time zone? And it's like, good news, we don't need to figure that out.
Yeah.
But it is still the number one question that I get
I do plan on, one thing I plan on doing, if I can manage it, is to like, once I finish my own piece, to film the entire process of going through, making sure it's unlisted, you know, all that good stuff, like, so I can take screenshots of it and then turn that into this is what you do next, and this is what you do. And then people can just read, or I can make it into a video or something, and hopefully that'll help people.
The nice thing is I will be doing the edit in Descript. So I'll also have a transcript for you.
Oh, nice.
So that will, which should match your recording thing, but you never know. There are times I know when I've tried to follow a script and then noticed that I had like weird little ad libs.
Yeah.
That got added in that I didn't even realize I was doing at the time. So, but like I said, that will probably be the same thing, but is what is. I am looking forward to that. I'm trying to figure out what to do for that. I do need to get a video done because we have officially decided that the Pride and Prejudice anthology is going to be going quarterly.
Nice.
So we're going to be putting out 4 times a year. And I am excited about that. For people can dip in and out whenever they want. If they don't think that they will get a story done in time, you can still work on it and submit it to the one that follows, because it's just going to be a thing that we do all year round.
So is the next one going to be in September? Yes.
And then the one after that will be in December. And I kind of want that to be our Christmas special. Like, it doesn't have to be Christmas specifically. Like, it can be any wintertide thing. But I feel like, as a bad joke, there has to be a Christmas special, because those are always the best and worst things that ever get done. And I can't wait for the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special, because I don't know if you know that is a thing that exists, because I didn't until I was watching an interview with James Gunn. But they've already filmed it, and it's being edited now, and the special effects are being put in. So I believe it's going to come out before we get Volume 3. And so, yeah, apparently there's a Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special coming. And I hope that they have a very inappropriate somebody doing a musical number for absolutely no reason, because that's one of the greatest things about the Star Wars Christmas special is B. Arthur is a cantina owner on Tatooine who has an entire musical number for no reason in the middle of this, but is Star Wars musical number of B. Arthur, the cantina owner. And Harvey Korman, plays a 4-armed female alien who has a Julia Child style cooking show that Chewbacca's wife is watching, trying to figure out how to cook Life Day dinner. And Chewbacca's dad is way too into her. If you've never seen the Star Wars Christmas special, there are reasons George Lucas tried to have it destroyed, like legitimate reasons. It's bad. There is nothing really good about it at all. It's trash. Like Carrie Fisher sings a song as Princess Leia in this for no reason. So if you need to see Disco Princess Leia as played by Carrie Fisher singing a song for no reason, this exists. It is out there in the universe, and it's trash. So I'm hoping that some of these things get referenced in the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. Like, it's got to have a dance-off at some point because Star-Lord, right? Like, you might as well also have, like, weird musical number for no reason. Just not Josh Gad. Please don't have it be Josh Gad. I'm tired of, like, we need a musical somebody and just pulling Josh Gad into things. Please stop. Like, he's fine, but it's too much Josh Gad. Just stop. Please stop. Much. It's too much. I can't take it anymore. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. It's got to be like completely like off the wall, like for no reason. Like it's got to have just so many no reason things and a strange animated sequence again for no reason. Which is the easiest thing to find from the Star Wars Christmas special because in honor of the Boba Fett series, they actually put the segment, which was the first appearance of Boba Fett, was in the Star Wars Christmas special, up on Disney Plus, where he rides a mythosaur for some reason, and the animation is very bad. It's very bad. Like it's bad for 70s animation. Like 70s animation is not known for its goodness. But it's bad even for 70s animation. So I have such high hopes.
Oh, look, the puppy.
Look, there's a puppy?
Oh,
yes.
he's like, hi. He's like,
Mom.
Don't you know everything's about me?
I've been staring at the box and pawing at it. Get into it. Guilt trip you.
I think you said your screen name should be Lauren Roy.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in the back of my head somewhere, the decision was made a long time ago that all dog voices should be played by John Lithgow's character from Third Rock from the Sun. Like, why aren't you paying attention to me? Like, just like, yes. Thank you.
Yes, Roy.
Mom!
If I don't conquer the earth, the big giant head will be very angry.
If I sit, do I get treats?
I'm sitting so pretty.
Sasha has been trying to hack treats from me. Like, I figured out the other day she was faking being anxious because every time I looked away, she just acted normally. And every time I looked at her, she gave me the looks and kind of trembled a little bit. And then I would look away and just where I could see her just out of the corner of my eye. And she would just like start chewing on herself and like doing normal dog stuff. I'd look back over it and she'd be like,
We had a German short-haired growing up, and they're very active dogs, and they're also susceptible to like arthritis and hip dysplasia when they get older.
Mm-hmm.
So he would go outside and he'd run like he was a puppy, and then come back in and and my dad would like take a piece of cheese or ham and put like a baby aspirin in it and give it to him to help the pain. And sometimes we wondered if he was faking like hurting just to get a piece of ham. Because other than that, we never gave. Well, other than like a scoop of ice cream on his birthday, that was the extent of the people food that we gave him.
Well, like that's the thing. Most people know cats are devious little monsters, but we give dogs a pass that they do not deserve. Simply because they're not as bad as cats. They're devious little monsters too, just in different ways. Yes, 30 Rock was
You've
amazing.
given in.
And every time I do a rewatch, I have to skip the final episode because it makes me cry so hard.
Roy has you wrapped around your little finger.
It's working. It's working. Oh my gosh. Nom nom nom
Nom,
nom.
nom, 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 nom. Alrighty, I just put a link into Devin's playlist if you're not familiar with it already, but I assume most people are. Thank you for being here on a very early time. I'm going to have to get going because my thing starts in an hour. And I need to make sure that I am ready for that. Alrighty, thank you all so much. Remember, I am taking the next week off after tomorrow night's stream over on Twitch. That's the name of the place, Twitch. Over. This is why I'm taking time off. Brain not working. Yeah, does anybody else have anything they would like to say before we run off?
Just keep in mind there is a feminist anthology coming out soon, so start writing your pieces. It's going to be nonfiction, fiction, or poetry, so you can do either, whatever suits your fancy. And so get started and coming up with ideas.
And the very aptly named Pride and Prejudice Disaster Piece Theater
We Will Not Go Back
comes out tomorrow.
Is what it's going to be called, the anthology.
Yeah, our anthology comes out tomorrow. There are some very good stories on it. I highly recommend that you check it out. Alrighty. On that note, have the fun, y'all, and I will see you tomorrow night, and then it would be a while. Bye.
Bye.